When I was at a low phase in my life, in my adulthood, that's when I also attracted the most toxic people in my life. And I'm talking about people who wanted nothing but bad for me, who didn't have good intentions for me, who were abusive, who were even violent in the ways that you can't even describe. So that's the time where I was attracting all these people and people's demons. See, when you're at a low phase in your life, you're at a very vulnerable phase. And this is not just you being vulnerable because you're emotionally not well, you have mental health issues, you have depression. That's not the only type of vulnerability I'm talking about. You're also vulnerable to other people's demons. Demons love it when you are vulnerable, when you don't have the connection to God power within. Everybody experiences these phases in our lives, but it is our duty to overcome this. We can't use that as our excuse to disconnect from life or disconnect from ourselves or disconnect from our faith, because that's when these demons love to latch onto us and try to suck our life energy and deplete us or even lead us to the course of even unaliving ourselves. These things are really real in a spiritual sense, and this is particularly true when you have so much light, when you're basically a beacon of light that is generally the source of power and inspiration and motivation for other people. But when you're depleting, this is when these lower energies love to latch onto you and just finish you off. And this is why you have to be particularly careful of getting into a relationship, because your vision is not clear when you're not doing well. Your vision is most likely skewed. You are most likely to fall for temptations. And then by temptations, I'm talking about people that are pretending to be of light, people that are pretending to be of good intention. And if you know what I'm talking about, I'm particularly talking about even narcissists. That's a terminology that most people understand well. And usually these narcissists show up as a fake facade that they're not, and then they gradually change and turn into the real monster over time, right? So when you all are vulnerable, I mean, when you're already like highly empathetic, when you're already a kind-hearted person, and then you're already vulnerable and you're going through stuff, your vision is not clear, but something about you that is still clear is that light that you have. So that's why these demons that other people have, they'll latch onto you because they see that, okay, you are like this perfect host for them to eat up, because they love the light, right? Because the only way the demons can get energy in general is to harvest energy. So you have this light, and light is more powerful, that so it's what a perfect source to feed off of, right? And this is why you need to be careful and not get into relationships. I know it's hard because you would think that, oh, well, I'm going through a lot right now, I feel like I could really use some love, I deserve love, I deserve a romantic relationship. Yes, you do. You are worthy of love. Always remember that you're worthy of love, no matter what you're going through. However, you do need to be cautious of the types of demons you could be attracting right now. The best thing to do is not lose sight of yourself, and don't try to heal yourself through another relationship or through other people, especially when you know that you are spiritually gifted. I mean, it's not just about spiritual gifts, because anybody can really take this advice, but particularly if you have a special connection to the divine, or you have faith in your heart that you usually have, or you feel you have that trust in yourself, or you feel trust in the higher power, or you want to believe in something, then believe in God power that you have. When I say God power, I'm talking about a higher power that's bigger than you and I. It's not just believing in a fake energy or ego. It's not, when you can't trust yourself, you gotta believe in something higher than you, and that is God energy. Not talking about any religious types of God. I'm talking about God, the source power. This is something that you'll be able to connect the dots when you're looking back, and you'll be able to see how many toxic people and relationships that you attracted, either by trauma bond or maybe because you just were naive, or your sight, where your vision was not clear, you attracted all these people that ended up being monsters or narcissistic and abusive. And it's all because you attracted that, not because there was anything wrong with you, but because you were vulnerable. So if you're lost right now, or in the future, if you ever feel lost and you feel like a relationship is going to help you, a relationship is going to heal you, be very careful, because likely you're at a place where you could attract the energies you don't want to attract. At that time, then, not only are you now dealing with your own energies and own demons and own darkness you have to sort through, now you will be also dealing with other people's demons. So be very careful and protect your energy as always.